Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Oh, what a lovely way to start a video, right? You just start it and start yawning. Hopefully you guys all miss that. Let's get this pinned. Sometimes it takes a moment. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to restart my phone and restart. I see your comments. I was just going to say I didn't restart, and so I bet I wouldn't see your comments, but I just saw that. So hello, Lisa. I'm very excited that you can see, or that I can see you, that I can see your comments. I hate the days I can't. It kind of throws me off. So hello and happy Thursday. Okay, I think we're good here. It is Wings Week. It's our late in the day drawing. Hello, Rosie and her two grand boys. Yes, Wings Week. So we are doing our flying bugs today. It's our Doodle Page, so it's not in color. It is also a straight to pen drawing. So we're going to put this one straight into pen for those that are like that, who like the challenge of it. Should be pretty easy. I think there's actually only one bug on the sheet that you have to kind of plan it out in order to not have things overlap weirdly. So just one bug. Otherwise, there's not that many where you have to like account for something you're going to be drawing later to fit into the space. Yeah, so shouldn't be too bad. Glad you like the Doodle Pages. And then again, after we finish drawing, I will load it onto the group for those that don't love to draw and who just want to color. It will be available to them to color as a coloring page. Quick announcements. Merchandise is still for sale. Get your merch by July 8th to be in the first run of shipping. We will have a second run after that if you can't make the purchase before then. There's links for that on the group. This is our last week of the current schedule. So starting next week, the schedule changes. It is just Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Sip and Draw Saturday. And all drawings during the week start at 10 a.m. Fridays are not live. So Monday, Wednesday is live. Fridays are not live. Sip and Draw is live. It's at 8 p.m. now instead of 8:30. There's a whole post about this too that you can find. And it will be, the group header will change. So on Sunday, the group header will change to reflect the new hours and the new schedule. So there you go. That's all I got. Let's get this drawing party started. Let me flip you around. Show you the Doodle Page. I tried to include all of the flying bugs that were asked about. I drew this in just pen. I didn't start with pencil. And as you can see, my Mosquito Eater got a little cramped up with my Dragonfly. So I'll try and space those out a little bit better today. But we have, and I put little sayings next to all of them, which you can, do or not do. If you don't feel like putting the sayings, you can do something different. Sorry, I'm like having some technical issues over here with my light. Okay, there we go. It's amateur hour over here today, folks. Strap in. Okay, so we have your standard fly. We have your Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is one in which you will have to kind of account for shapes to make them fit. We have a mosquito. We have a bumblebee. We have a butterfly, a ladybug, and a mosquito eater. So those are all of our bugs today. Some bugs we love and some bugs we don't. I'm not a big fan of flies myself. The rest, oh, and I really hate mosquitoes. I mean, does anyone really like mosquitoes? I feel like they're just a bug. They're just a bug. It's why bugs are called bugs, because of bugs like flies and mosquitoes. So let's start up at the top of our drawing. Again, I'm working just straight into pen. So I'm going to start with my Mosquito Eater. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera angle. Again, amateur hour over here. So for the Mosquito Eater, I'm going to start with a small circle for the head. For the next part of the body, we will have the bottom half of a teardrop. So, you know, if it was a teardrop, you'd have the point at the top or just have the bottom half of it. And then the next part, it's kind of hourglass shaped. So it's going to start out here on the side. It's going to curve in, it's going to curve back out, and then it's going to come down to a point. And then same on this side. It's going to curve in, curve out, and come down to a point. And this is one of those things when you're drawing in pen, like if you can see here, I'm really indented on this side. I'm not so indented on this side, but I have to just let it go because I am doing it in pen. I don't have the ability to erase. But what you'll find with a lot of your drawings is that once you color them in, you won't even notice those little things. I'm going to give 2 little eyes, just little dots, keeping this guy really simple. 2 little antenna, boop, boop. Now his wings are going to start close to where the head meets that first body, and they're going to come out and down and back in. Hey there, MJ. Same on the other side, out, downward angle, back in. And I'm a little more narrow here than I am out here. It's a little bit wider. I'm going to put some lines inside those wings. Just some light, thin lines. I'm going to do curves, lines down this lower half of the body. And now what really makes the Mosquito Eater look like a Mosquito Eater are those legs. So I'm going to have one that comes right from the point where the head meets the neck. I'm going to have it come out, up at an angle, up a little straighter, and then back out. So out, up a little straighter, back out. Another line right below that, that's going to zigzag. It'll come out, down, back out, down, back out. And then the bottom legs zigzag again, and they come from below the wing, and it's going to come out, in, back out, in, back out. And now you have that Mosquito Eater. And I put for him, again, you don't have to do the little sayings. You could come up with your own as well. But I'm going to do Gentle Giant because I think mosquito eaters, I always like them. I've always saved them. You find them in the shower a lot. And they don't harm anybody. Did you know they don't even eat mosquitoes? That is a fun fact for you. Gentle Giant. Now, in contrast, we're going to do a much smaller bug. We're going to do a fly, one of my least favorite bugs. So I'm going to start with a circle. I'm going to put another circle that's about the same size, might be just a little bit bigger. Yep, crane fly. Crane fly, mosquito eater. I didn't know they were called crane flies, to be honest, but then I started Googling them, and that's when I learned that they don't eat mosquitoes. And then the lower part of the body will come out and down and back around. So it's like a little bit pointy down here at the bottom. Now I'm going to put two little circles right up at the top of the head for the eyes. So see that right up there at the top. And now this bug is going to be, it's a fly, right? So it's going to be all colored in black. Just leave those white circles for the eyes. Yep, Mosquito Hawk, that's another name. They have a lot of names. And then inside of this eye, I'm going to put two dots towards the top. So see that? Show you that close. So now he has little dots in his face. I'm going to put teeny little antenna on the top. And then for the fly's wings, I'm going to bring a line out and back in. So it's a little more triangular in shape. And then I'm going to give this guy legs. I'm going to do a little line with a dot on the end. One coming from the middle, coming out with a little dot on the end. And then one that kind of bends down with a dot on the end. So those are my three legs. And then I'll repeat those legs on the other side. So just a very simple leg. In fact, all of my bugs today will have legs very similar to this. On anything I'm giving legs to, they'll be pretty similar to that. And for this guy, I'm going to put shoe fly, stop, bugging me. So with most of my other bugs, I tried to be a little punny or kind of play off their name, but with the Mosquito Hawk, I just couldn't come up with anything, and I just thought of them as being the gentle giants. Okay, so next is our dragonfly. Our dragonfly is going to be probably the most technical, but it's still not very technical, of the bugs we draw. I'm going to start with the eyes. So I'm going to draw 2 big circles for the eyes. I'm going to draw circles inside of those circles. And then add that little circle of light and color it in. Now for the face, I'm going to do a line that curves on the top and a line that curves on the bottom and a little smile. So I wanted the eyes to extend out of this one. So that is why I did the lines the way I did. That's why I started with the eyes. You could also do actually something really similar with your fly, because flies really do have that big oversized eye. This is also a good drawing for an ant if you just take the wings off. Okay, now I am going to put a curve that's a little bit smaller, just a little, off of his back. And then from the top edge of this, I'm going to put in a wing. And I'll build another wing off of that wing. They kind of have those layered wings. I'll do the same on the other side. Wing number 1. Wing number 2. And now for the rest of the dragonfly, you're just building more of these curve shapes, and they're just getting kind of smaller and smaller. And there's my dragonfly. Thank you, Mom. And for this guy, I put, I believe in dragons. And there we have it. That was our most complicated one. Now you could definitely do some line work in the wings. They kind of have wings very similar to the Mosquito Hawk, where you're actually going to see, you know, you're seeing some of the structure of the wing. It's kind of gives it that sheer look. So you could put these really thin lines in your wings. Next up, one of my all-time personal favorites, the Ladybug. So I'm going to draw a big circle for the face. Now, ladybugs would be tiny, but I want my ladybug to be big and cute. So I'm drawing it big and cute. I'm going to put 2 circles inside for the eyes. I'm going to put a curve inside of the eye and then color in all but a spot for the circle of light. And I'm going to give my ladybug lashes. And just simple little smiley face. And then an antenna that curves out, around, and is a little dot. So out, around, and a little dot. Now for the body, I'm going to start on this side of the head, and I'm going to curve out and down. I'm going to bring it back in at a slight angle, so it's a little more narrow here, because I'm going to add another little line right below it that just connects in, and I'm coloring this in black. So it's like we're seeing a little bit of the underneath of the bug. I'm also on the top going to add another line that connects down here to the back, as if we're seeing, you know, ladybugs have that division. They have like the two shells that split apart and then they fly. So this is one half of the bug and the other half. So in here, I'm going to put some spots. And then I'll put some spots on this bigger front side. There, of course, will be more spots. You can do your spots different sizes. Some can be big, some can be small. Some can be part of a dot. And then for the ladybug's legs, I'm going to have 3 legs that look like they're on the front of the bug. So I'm going to put a little line coming out and down, out and down, out and down. And then in between each of these legs, I'm going to put just the downward portion. Down, down, down. So see, now that looks like I have 3 of the legs on this front side and then 3 of the legs on the back side. And then for my ladybug, I'm going to write in cursive and put always a lady. Just like that. So 3 bugs to go. 4 bugs down, 3 bugs to go. Now, I wasn't originally going to do a mosquito because, I don't know, mosquitoes are gross. But then I thought, well, what if he looked kind of funny and cute? So now we're going to do a mosquito. So I'm going to put big eyes. And again, this is my cartoon mosquito, so it can kind of look a little bit however I want it to. Because mosquitoes are usually so tiny, but I'm going to do little antennae that come right off his eye. So just these little hooky antennas. And now what's really going to show that he is a mosquito is this nose that's going to curve off of his eye to a point and come back in. So this long, skinny, pointy nose. I'm going to start the body off of just a little bit in from the edge of the nose, and I'm just going to curve around back to the eyes. And then I'm going to do another of those kind of teardrop shapes off of the butt. His wings will be up here, so I'm going to do one that we see in full, and then one that builds off behind it. And kind of similar to the ladybug, the legs, I'm going to do 3 coming from this side of the body, so out and down, out and down, out and down. And then the others you will just see the down, and they'll be in between. Now you have legs in the front, legs in the back. And I made him like a vampire, so I said, I want to suck your blood. And how about we put a little blood droplet right there? And that is our mosquito. Kind of cute. Too bad they aren't so cute in real life. So last 2, I'm going to do a butterfly. So I'm going to start with a circle. I'm going to do 2 curved lines for eyes, as if the eyes are closed. And I'm going to do a happy mouth, so a curve with the drop down below it. That open mouth smile. The butterfly will have antennae similar to the ladybug, but more dramatic. So they'll come up longer, curl around, a little spiral action, and then do the little dot on the inside. And the body will be a long, curved shape. Gets a little wide and then a little narrow again. Now the butterfly is all about the wings. So I'm going to bring the wings starting right from this corner where the head meets the body. And I'm going to bring that wing up and around and back in. And we're working in pen here, so I'm just hoping that they match up as close as possible. And then the wings on the bottom, they'll start from right where this is starting to curve up, you'll start the lower wing. And it's just going to round out and come back in. Same over here, round out, come back in. See, look at that. That one's way shorter than this one. Oh well. You win some, you lose some when you're working in pen. I'm going to put a curve line here at the tip, another one a little bit below it. Repeat that on this side, curve at the tip, Another one a little bit below it. I'm going to put a curved line. You know what I'm going to do? Watch this. Maybe. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come on this side and do that. And now they match. Woohoo! And then I'm going to put another curved line right here. So see that? I was able to fix my shape by just adding a little detail line. And I'm going to put one more here in the corner. Sometimes you just have to get creative. Now down here in this lower, not the bottom one since I added one, but I'm going to put a circle with a dot in the center of it. A lot of the like monarch butterflies have that circle pattern. And now up here, I'm going to do lines that follow along the shape of the wing. So I'm going to fit probably 3 of them. Just like that. And I'll do 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And then in this little square right here, I'm going to put circles with dots as well. Some will be a little bit bigger. And then this one we would just see a portion of. And then this one we'll see actually a little bit more than we even did on the other side. And I'm going to give this guy some legs too. So I'm going to put a line curving down. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker by just duplicating the line right on top of it. And then a little dot for the bottom leg. Line coming down. Line to make it a little thicker. Little dot. And then I'll have 2 going up. Same thing, make it a little bit thicker. Dot on the end. There's no right or wrong placement of these, and quite honestly, if you don't like the way the legs look, you don't have to do them either. I kind of like the look of having the legs, kind of gives them some character. Kind of makes it look like it's cheering. And then one more right here. And then for this, I'm going to write always a social butterfly. And there's my butterfly. And last we have our bumblebee. So for the bumblebee, I'm going to do a circle for the face, kind of actually more of an oval. I'm going to do an antenna straight out on both sides with just a little dot on the end of it. I'm going to do another oval that's just a little bit bigger. And then that kind of teardrop shape below. And then this one, we're going to put that stinger on the end. So draw a triangle and color it in. Now I gave the bee big eyes and I put them right on the side of his head. So circles that just touch the outer edge of the head. I gave him a big drop smile. I'm going to put a circle of light inside of his eyes. And then I'm going to color those eyes in black. And then starting on the second, the body section, so not in the head, in the body section, you're going to do curved lines to divide the bee up, because this is where you would color, you know, yellow, black, yellow, black. Just like that. And I'm going to do a wing going up. And then a wing going down. And in my other drawing, I kind of did these like hash marks on the wing to just give them that sheer look, but I didn't love it. So this time I'm going to leave it empty. You could definitely do some line work, or you could do those little like hash marks. But sometimes you'll draw something and you'll think, I don't really love the way that looks. But if it's in pen, you really don't have the option to change it. So what you do is next time you draw it, like I've done today, then you change it. And I'm going to do those same kind of arms, two that come up with a little dot on the end on each side. And then one that comes down. And I have B. My friend, but you could have all kinds of things there. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Be kind. And that, my friends, is our bug doodle page. So you can have fun with coloring it in however you want. I will scan this into the system for those that just want to color who didn't feel like drawing today. If I was coloring, I would probably do a little bit of a sheer on the fly's wings, like a sheer light blue. I probably would make my my Mosquito Eater some really pale colors, maybe a little bit of gray with a little purple or blue in there. Same with the Dragonfly. You can do those really colorful or do them a really pretty green with sheer wings. I probably would leave this guy pretty gray, red and black, of course, for your ladybug, yellow and black for my bumblebee, and then you could have all kinds of fun rainbow colors in your butterfly, or go more of a monarch route and have, you know, your deep orange, earthy tones, oranges and browns and yellows. So lots of different options there for coloring in your bugs. Thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun doing the bug doodle page. I really kind of like doing these doodle pages myself, and I hope those of you that enjoy just coloring have fun with that. Make sure you load your pictures in the group or tag me with them in Instagram. We will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time for our final wing drawing of the week, which will be an airplane drawing. So thank you very much and happy drawing.